So having a drive through Stratford St Mary today. Just coming up, and you can see the Talbooth restaurant is also coming up, which is a very posh restaurant. This used to be the A12, this road. You can kind of imagine years ago somebody herring around these corners in their old MG convertible or something similar. There's the Talbooth. Quite a pleasant place with a river running through the middle of it, quite nice. We've just gone over the river there, the Stour River, and you can see we're just going into Suffolk. So because this used to be the A12, it's basically just one big long road through Stratford St Mary. It's just built up over the centuries. There was a road going through it, as many of these places do in Britain. So you often find when you go to a place like France, you have like a town square, whereas in Britain it's like this. It's businesses and houses that built up along the route, the trading route, the road. And obviously this would have been here, well, who knows, 1,000, 2,000 years, this route that people travelled. So you can see a lot of old buildings, and off to our left there is actually a lock that you can't see. It's quite a pleasant walk. You've got the toll booth back there, you've got a pub here, which I always thought looked quite pleasant, the Swan. And you've got this proper Art Deco water treatment building that you get around here a lot in Essex and Suffolk. I guess you get them everywhere. Clearly that was a pub in front of us. I mean, you can see it was just by the look of it. And it says the King's Arms on its nameplate. Yeah, I find those Art Deco water treatment things quite interesting, because they're so big and totally out of place really. But they obviously at some point in history decided to spend an absolute fortune on making them look quite nice. So you can see, I mean, it goes on for quite a long way, Stratford St Mary. You can imagine once upon a time this would have been bustling. And I think one of the most interesting things for me is just coming up here on the right. So a fairly uninteresting 1980s house there. But it's this petrol station, because it's quite unusual, especially in the southeast of England, to have a petrol station like that. As you can see, the petrol pumps are literally on the side of the road, like a very old-fashioned petrol station. It's still open, £1.39 for petrol. Another pub there, the Anchor. Don't know why it's called the Anchor. Not exactly close to the sea. So yeah, very pleasant little place. Not masses going on, and because the road is no longer a main road, it's very quiet, so it kind of looks quite old-fashioned. If you were filming something, it'd be a good place to come and film if you got everyone to move their cars. So on the right now is the A12, which I think has been there since the dual carriageway version of it, since maybe the 60s, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since this road was closed. Well, not closed, but you know. So we are still in Stratford St Mary, because coming up round here is a church. And it really is a very nice looking church. You can see it there. And all of the stonework on it is local stones. Around here there's all sand and gravel. So those stones are all just local stones. You can just see as you're coming up past it. It's like quite a pleasant looking church. You can just about see all the stones on it, I think. So yeah, that was Stratford St Mary.